The night was electrified with anticipation as the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, took the stage in Las Vegas. The audience was buzzing, unaware that they were about to witness a moment that would go down in history. In the midst of his powerful performance, 4 men suddenly leapt onto the stage, their intentions sinister and unknown. This wasn't just any concert. This was a battleground where the unexpected unfolded before thousands of stunned fans. Welcome everyone to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking and thrilling incidents in Elvis Presley's career. In this video, we'll uncover the details of that fateful night in February 1973, when Elvis, already battling personal challenges, faced an attack that tested his nerves and his legendary charisma. Stay tuned to find out how the king reacted in a way that left everyone in awe and cemented his status as not just a musical icon, but a true fighter. Number 6. Setting the scene. It was February 1973, and Las Vegas was alive with the glitz and glamour that only the entertainment capital of the world could muster. The neon lights flickered brightly, casting a mesmerizing glow over the city that never slept. Just a month prior, Elvis Presley had dazzled the world with his Aloha from Hawaii special, a groundbreaking live broadcast that cemented his status as a global superstar. Fresh off this monumental success, Elvis returned to Vegas, where he was set to continue his reign as the king of rock and roll with a series of highly anticipated shows. The anticipation in the air was palpable, as fans from all corners of the world flocked to see the legend perform live. However, behind the scenes, Elvis was grappling with significant challenges. The demands of his career and personal life were taking a toll on his health. He had been experiencing severe throat problems, which some attributed to the medication he was taking. The dry, arid air of Las Vegas only exacerbated his condition, making each performance a test of his endurance. Additionally, the pressures of fame and the emotional turmoil following his divorce from Priscilla weighed heavily on him. Despite these struggles, Elvis was determined to deliver the electrifying performances his fans had come to expect, pushing through his ailments with the resilience and dedication that defined his career. Number 5. Building up. As the show began, the audience was filled with excitement and anticipation, ready to be swept away by Elvis's mesmerizing performance. However, it soon became clear that something was amiss. A group of 4 men and a woman seated conspicuously close to the stage began to draw attention to themselves in an unsettling manner. Initially, it was subtle, the clinking of beer bottles and murmurs that grew louder with each passing moment. Then, without warning, they escalated their antics, rolling empty beer bottles across the stage. The bottles clattered and spun, hitting the feet of the opening comedian, Jackie Kahane, disrupting the flow of the show and causing a stir among the audience. But the strangest moment was yet to come. Just 3 songs into Elvis's set, the woman from the group stood up and with an eerie calmness climbed onto the table in front of her. She walked steadily towards the stage, her movements deliberate and trance-like. The audience watched in stunned silence, expecting the usual exuberance of a fan rushing to greet their idol. Instead, she approached Elvis with a strange composure, as if in a daze. Without saying a word, she gently took the scarf from around his neck, draped it around her own, and walked back to her table, handing the scarf to the leader of the group. The entire episode was bizarre, lacking the excitement or chaos typical of such fan interactions. The unsettling calm of her actions hinted at the trouble brewing within this group, setting the stage for the night's shocking events. Number 4. The incident. The tension in the room reached a boiling point as Elvis launched into one of his signature songs, Suspicious Minds. The crowd was entranced by his powerful performance, but the calm before the storm was about to shatter. As Elvis performed, incorporating his characteristic karate movements into the routine, 2 men from the disruptive group sprang from their seats and started making their way up the ramp towards the stage. Their intentions were unclear, but their aggressive demeanor signaled trouble. The audience gasped, The collective breath of thousands held as the men drew closer to the king, who remained unaware of the imminent threat. Just as the men reached the edge of the stage, Elvis caught sight of them from the corner of his eye. In a flash, his years of karate training kicked in. With a swift, practiced movement, he turned and delivered a precise karate strike to one of the attackers, sending him sprawling off the stage. The crowd erupted in a mix of shock and admiration as they witnessed Elvis, not just a musical legend, but a formidable force, defend himself with skill and precision. The sudden violence electrified the atmosphere, turning the concert into a scene of chaos and heroism. Amidst the turmoil, Elvis's loyal bodyguards sprang into action. Jerry Schilling, Sonny West, and Red West, always vigilant, were on the stage in an instant. They tackled the remaining assailants, preventing further harm to Elvis and restoring some semblance of order. Their swift intervention ensured that the other attackers were subdued before they could reach Elvis. The crowd watched in a mixture of fear and fascination as the security team wrestled the attackers to the ground and escorted them off the stage. The incident was over as quickly as it had begun, but the shockwaves of that moment reverberated through the audience, leaving an indelible impression of Elvis as both a beloved entertainer and a resilient fighter. Number 3. Aftermath on stage. The immediate aftermath of the attack left the audience in a state of stunned silence, quickly giving way to a cacophony of gasps, shouts, and murmurs. The crowd had come to witness a night of legendary music, but instead they found themselves part of a real-life drama that no one could have anticipated. As the bodyguards subdued the attackers and escorted them off stage, the initial shock began to transform into a mix of concern for Elvis's safety and admiration for his bravery. Applause and cheers started to ripple through the audience, a spontaneous outpouring of support for the king who had just proven his mettle in an extraordinary and unexpected way. Amidst the chaos, Elvis took a moment to regain his composure. With the assailants removed and order restored, he stepped back to the microphone, his face a mix of anger and determination. The crowd fell silent once more, hanging on his every word. Elvis began with a heartfelt apology to his fans. "I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen," he said, his voice steady but charged with emotion. "I'm sorry I didn't break their goddamn neck." The audience roared in approval, their cheers echoing through the venue. Elvis continued, his tone shifting from apology to defiance. "I'll never let another motherfucker do this at my show. If you want to shake my hand, that's fine. But if you want to pick a fight, I'll whoop your ass, and you know what I'm talking about." The crowd erupted, their cheers and applause a thunderous endorsement of their hero's fierce spirit. This defiant declaration further solidified Elvis's legendary status, not just as a performer, but as a man who stood his ground with unyielding resolve. His words resonated deeply with the audience, transforming what could have been a moment of vulnerability into one of unparalleled strength and solidarity. The concert, now charged with an even greater sense of camaraderie between Elvis and his fans, continued with renewed energy. The king had not only defended himself, but had also reaffirmed his commitment to his audience, leaving no doubt that he was a force to be reckoned with, both on and off the stage. Number 2. Behind the scenes. Backstage, the atmosphere was charged with tension and adrenaline. Elvis, normally a calm and collected figure, was visibly shaken and enraged by the attack. He paced back and forth, his mind racing with thoughts of what had just transpired. The unexpected confrontation had not only disrupted his performance, but also struck a deep nerve. The anger was palpable as he vented his frustration to those around him, his paranoia taking hold. The incident had breached his sense of security, leaving him to question the intentions behind the attack. His close friends and bodyguards tried to calm him, but Elvis's mind was already spiraling into darker theories. Among the storm of thoughts, one name surfaced repeatedly: Mike Stone. The ongoing divorce with Priscilla had left Elvis feeling betrayed and vulnerable, and Mike Stone, Priscilla's new partner, had become a focal point of his ire. In his heightened state of paranoia, Elvis couldn't shake the suspicion that Stone might have orchestrated the attack. This wasn't just a random act of violence, he believed. It was a deliberate attempt to harm him, possibly orchestrated by someone close to him. His mind raced through possible motives and scenarios, the idea of a conspiracy gnawing at his thoughts. The notion that someone would go to such lengths to hurt him only fueled his anger and paranoia, making the situation even more volatile. As the night wore on, cooler heads began to prevail. Elvis's inner circle worked tirelessly to reassure him and piece together what had really happened. Investigations revealed that the attackers were likely just overzealous fans who had too much to drink and lost control, rather than hired goons with a vendetta. The police swiftly took the men into custody, and they faced charges for their disruptive actions. Gradually, Elvis's anger subsided as he realized the attack was not part of a larger conspiracy. While the incident left him wary and more cautious, he decided against taking any drastic actions based on his initial fears. The tension eased, and with assurances from his trusted friends and the visible presence of increased security measures, Elvis managed to find some peace. The concert resumed, and the show went on, with Elvis emerging not just as an entertainer, but as a resilient icon who had faced and overcome an unexpected threat with courage and strength. Number 1. Additional details. As chaos unfolded on stage, the TCB band, Elvis's loyal ensemble, continued to play on, their professionalism unwavering despite the pandemonium. The musicians, seasoned performers who had been through countless shows with Elvis, instinctively maintained the rhythm and melody of the performance, even as the altercation erupted before them. It was a surreal juxtaposition, the violent clash of bodies on one part of the stage, and the seamless continuation of music on the other. Their dedication to the show was both surprising and commendable, providing a semblance of normalcy amidst the disorder. Yet, it was also a testament to their deep understanding of show business. The show must go on, no matter what. Adding to the intrigue of that night was the broader historical context in which these events took place. Just days before, Elvis had met Muhammad Ali in Las Vegas. This meeting of two cultural icons was symbolic, each representing the pinnacle of their respective fields. Ali, known for his prowess in the boxing ring and his charismatic personality, had a profound impact on Elvis. The two shared a mutual respect, with Elvis even gifting Ali a custom-made robe. This camaraderie between a champion of the ring and the king of rock and roll added an extra layer of fortitude to Elvis's response during the attack. The meeting with Ali was a poignant reminder of the strength and resilience required to maintain their positions in the public eye. Furthermore, Elvis was no stranger to threats and the perils that came with fame. Throughout his career, he had received numerous death threats, particularly during his Las Vegas performances, which were a frequent target. These threats, often taken very seriously, had led to heightened security measures and an ever-present awareness of potential dangers. This context of constant vigilance and the necessity to be prepared for anything undoubtedly influenced the swift and effective response to the on-stage attack. It was a reminder that for Elvis, performing was not just about entertaining. It was also about navigating the complexities and dangers that came with being one of the most famous men in the world. The band's seamless performance during the fight and the historical backdrop of his meeting with Ali underscored the resilience and determination that defined Elvis's life and career. Reflecting on this extraordinary incident, it's clear that it was more than just a moment of chaos. It was a testament to Elvis's strength, both as a performer and as a person. The attack could have shattered anyone's composure, but Elvis's swift and courageous reaction showcased his resilience and dedication to his fans. This episode didn't just highlight his physical prowess with his karate skills, but also his unyielding spirit in the face of unexpected danger. It reinforced his legendary status, not just as a musical icon, but as a figure of immense personal strength. This moment, though shocking, became a part of the rich tapestry of Elvis's storied career, adding to the mythology of the king who could handle anything thrown his way. If you found this story as fascinating and awe-inspiring as we did, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from the life of Elvis Presley and other legendary figures. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next video where we continue to explore the captivating tales of music history.